I hate to start off a video so somber, um, but I need a haircut. All right, guys. So today I found a kind of hilarious video. It's real. It's actually a lot more sad than it is funny, but I find humor in it. So I figured you would, because I know you guys are, you're like me. You guys need a haircut too. So I figure we watch this together, see how this goes, and I just want to let you know before we even get started, the title of this video is "My Wife Sent $250,000 to a romantic scammer." I'm sorry, a romance scammer. I added romantic. This is just a romance scammer. Uh, Guys, anybody ever been married before? It doesn't matter whether you have or haven't. If your wife is giving $250,000 to somebody else, y'all have a big problem. So let's go ahead and get started in this video. Before we do, let's go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, all the fun YouTube stuff that I am obligated to tell you to do. And without further ado, let's get into this video.
What's up, Seekers? Welcome back to another episode of Scamfish presented by Social Catfish.
Shout out to Scamfish. First time watching the page, but already a fan. Just based off the title of this video, I'm a huge fan.
We got a special episode for you guys today. Our team traveled down to Indiana to get to know a couple named Brian and Sarah. The two have been married for 22 years and they have stuck by each other's side through it all.
22 years together. Okay. And she still gave this much money to somebody else.
Their relationship was put to the test when Brian found out about Sarah's online friend named John.
It was.
Sarah claims her intentions were only to be friends. The two messaged each other and started an online relationship.
Women, men, anybody. If your partner's looking for like other friends and stuff, you guys probably need to talk. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, obviously people can have friends, but like they're like doing this. You know what I mean. I'm not even gonna finish. You know what I mean.
She has sent hundreds of thousands of dollars in hopes to meet this man in person. She reached out to us to verify his true identity. Let's jump in.
Hold on. You gave him that much money and now you're just now being like, you know what? I should figure out who this guy really is. Okay.
To it, guys.
My name is Sarah. I'm married. Have been for 22 years.
You have children.
My husband is very...
I'm going to go on a limb and say they do not have children. Based off of the amount of dog and cat items I see in this room. Just this room.
Supportive with all my weird, crazy wackiness.
His shirt said "best cat dad ever."
He's very open-minded when it comes to that. I'm truly very, very lucky that I found the person I did. Oh gosh, this is so embarrassing because I am obsessed with penis. I have a penis that looks like a Tyrannosaurus Rex, one that looks like a dragon.
She did say what I thought she said. I thought for a second, I'm like, wait, she must have said peanuts. Like the character, like the Peanuts character or something, because she's weird. But she said penis. She's, I hope I don't have to censor that out for YouTube or nothing. It's a medical term. It is a actual term for the organ. Okay?
Shade ones.
I'm not saying Woody. This isn't going into a whole like what is that movie? The Spy Who Shagged Me bit here.
What is it, son? I don't know, sir. But it looks like a giant dick.
Yeah.
Take a look out of starboard.
Oh my God, it looks like a huge...
Pecker!
Oh, where?
Wait, that's not a woodpecker. It looks like someone's...
Privates! We have reports of an unidentified flying object. It is a long, smooth shaft, complete with two balls. What is that?
Costume that I had, I would pin penises on it. It's just like I was a Christmas tree one time and the ornaments were a penis.
Interesting.
I'm just quirky and weird and...
Oh, shit. She's quirky. She's weird. She's not like the other girls.
everything when it comes to that.
You gotta love it.
And I don't always stop and think of the consequences to my actions.
So you're not responsible, and you cover it up by saying you're quirky and weird. Okay, okay. I need to get further into this video because she said all these many things that are already kind of like red flags. There are a lot of red flags in everything she just said right now. Let's go.
Brian supported all of Sarah's.
Oh my! Are you serious? Are you serious? The penis pasta? Okay, that's kind of funny.
Hobbies and interests. He even agreed it was okay for Sarah to have friendships with strangers over the internet.
Mm-hmm.
I talk to people online.
I bet they met
it's
online.
not a new thing.
Something about them tells me that they met online.
I don't think it is wrong for somebody to have relationships of both sexes. Do we let other people in our sex life? No. Would he be open to it if I did? If I wanted that? Probably, just because that's how he is. Would he do it? I don't think so.
Brian trusted Sarah. He didn't suspect anything when he caught his wife chatting with John.
Do I even have to say anything? Can you guys just like see this and see what's happening here? Do you guys see the issue with all of this right now? Like you guys see the flags. Should I physically put up a red flag every time she says something crazy? I may have to do a red flag counter on this video.
Through Instagram direct messages.
The first message was on Instagram, your normal conversation where it comes to when you're trying to meet or when you're meeting somebody, like your hobbies and all that kind of.
Red flag. She is responding to random niggas on Instagram. Red flag numero uno.
Then it just kind of snowballed.
Or that's like red flag like number 3 if we count in all the other ones. If we're starting the red flag counter now, then that's red flag number 1.
With, are you married? Okay. And I was like, yes, I'm married. And I asked him if he was married. He was not. He asked me.
You said you're married. He said he's not. You guys are still talking. Red flag number 2. Let's go.
The standard questions of whether I had children or not, which I do not.
Called it.
I was looking for, I guess, friendship, nothing else. But as time went on, I felt that was not the case. Even though
responding back to niggas who send kissy emojis, like, I'm trying to think, have I ever sent a kiss emoji to somebody I didn't want to have sex with? Not on purpose. I'll tell you that right now. If it was not on purpose.
I'm married. It's still nice to hear that people find me attractive. So it was nice.
John and Sarah would talk all through the morning and night.
Red flag number 3.
The relationship started to become more intimate by the day.
Number 3.
I thought he was very nice. Obviously, he was easy on the eyes.
Okay.
Blue eyes. Brown hair. No beard, but sometimes he does have a beard.
Guys, sometimes we got to go with our first thought. Now, if your first thought was like, this guy seems relatively attractive, he's in shape and everything, and he's pretty young. So why would he want to go with the woman who's like not, conventionally attractive, not young, and also not in shape? Now, obviously, just because somebody's young, more attractive than like the person that they're talking to, and in slightly better shape or something, like it doesn't mean that they can't like that person. But it does bring up red flags, and her not seeing this red flag is red flag number 4.
He looks like he probably works out quite a bit. Nice,
That's how
like
men work.
6-pack. He does have some tattoos. One's on his chest.
Guys, I know it sounds like she's talking about me, but she's talking about this other guy, the catfish. So relax.
And then his arm is tatted up as well. But to me, he's just a very attractive man. And
you see, she said tattoos on the chest. I don't currently have my chest tattoo. On the way.
And it was nice to have somebody that looked like that think that I was pretty.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like she never got called pretty growing up or in high school. I'm be honest right now. It sounds like she didn't have like a dad or anyone who could just tell her that she's pretty, you're whatever, all the things that, you know, young children like to hear, you know, all the important growing up stuff. She clearly, this nigga was probably the first person to say that. So, and then that nigga was the second.
He would say that he loved me, that he wanted to take care of me. He had feelings
Lead on what? Nigga, what are you
for me. Maybe my actions came across as I'm still talking to him usually once a week.
What? Once a week? Oh, wow. I'm in love with you.
He would use the terms of endearment, babe, honey, love, all the time.
He doesn't even say her name. Red flag number...
Never my name.
5 red flags already?
Before Sarah's online adventure, life was simple. Bills were paid on time. The two didn't have kids, but they loved their cat like one. She enjoyed talking to John, but he just seemed to always have a problem that involved money.
Dang,
Shortly
man.
after I met him, he got deployed.
That's red flag number 6 already, and we barely even 5 minutes into the... Okay.
To Syria. Supposedly, his accounts were frozen. He got injured. He got shot on a mission. He needed the money that I sent him to come back from Syria.
Yeah, like, you know how when you get shot in the military and then they freeze your bank accounts and then tell you have to personally pay for your own way back home? That's definitely not red flag number 7 already. God damn. I just want to get past the 10-minute mark.
He had to have the money to be able to get the flight because he needed to leave before the mission was up because he wasn't feeling well. Yeah, I don't want anybody to die because they can't get basic needs.
John's request for money didn't...
Lady, you are not very smart.
...stop. The requests seemed like they would never come to an end. All Sarah wanted to do was meet this man in person, so she sent even more money. He guilted her by sending these photos of his wounds from the battlefield.
After the first time he asked for money is probably when it started going downhill. I probably sent him money every week to 2 weeks for probably a good solid 6 to 8 months.
Wow.
I cashed in a couple life insurances.
Wow.
And I cashed in my retirement fund.
Wow.
And I sent him 100% of the money.
What? Guys, I gotta start scamming people. Sorry. Sorry. I gotta be the one. Like, She gave him all. I have to find people to scam. I'm not that type of person. But you guys, you heard it yourselves. It's like she doesn't want the money, okay? She wants to give it away. All right, I'm not gonna say that. I'm sure they needed the money, more cat stuff to buy.
Had a Discover card
Okay.
for 15,000, and I sent him that as well. And that's maxed out beyond maxed, because he would. This is terrible. Oh, I hate talking about this because this makes me feel stupid.
Is that red flag number 8 or number 9? I can't remember. But also, I'm sorry to tell you this, but if you feel stupid right now, I need you to come closer. Come closer. It's because you are. This is some of the most idiotic things I've heard within the first 7 minutes of a video ever.
He would pay that and then have me withdraw more money once the balance got down where I could withdraw some more money. And then that payment would bounce.
John had all of Sarah's personal information.
Why?
Emails, passwords, debit and credit card PIN numbers too. When we looked over her Discovery credit card transactions, we could see when John was making the payments. He would take cash advances and then pay the card off. This built trust with Sarah and also made her believe that he was real. The problem was all of the payments that he made ended up getting returned.
Yes.
Over time,
guys, this is very great scamming. Top tier scamming from this guy. I do have sympathy and empathy for the lady, okay? I'm not like a complete dick. I get it. But you have to understand how funny this is to me right now.
Sarah was left with a $15,000 credit debt.
And had checks sent, had like blank checks. So I cashed those checks through my personal bank. Like I wrote myself a check.
And then it bounces, and then you have to pay that amount plus the amount, that you would have spent on it or anything. And you also just seem like a scammer. Like you just ruined your own relationship with your bank now.
Sent him the $9,000. And that money bounced, and I had to pay that money.
Guys, if you're going to cash what you think is a fake check, my best advice is to at least use a cash advance place. Like one of those places that don't take your credit card, don't know your bank account. You can go in there without a bank. You just give them the check. They check for authenticity, and then they're gonna give you the money on the spot. Even if they don't give you all the money, you're giving them a fake check. They're giving you something. I don't know. Don't listen to this advice. This is not good advice to be giving people.
Back.
But definitely don't put that money in your bank account, okay? That's going to be the worst idea. Now, I don't know if my idea is the best, but I know this here is very bad. So,
he has my social security, he has my driver's license, he has my full name, he knows who my parents' names are, he knows my sister's name. He could destroy me.
Why did you give me your sister's name?
I haven't sent him any money now. It's been 2 weeks now that I had the last time I sent him money, and that was simply because he was starving.
2 weeks since 2 weeks before this video was made. How would he be starving? Nigga's balling right now. He got so much money that if he even had a normal job on top of this, oh my gosh. I wonder what his vacations is looking like.
The amount
going out to,
started
like,
to
Dubai or
pile up,
something.
and Sarah lost track of how much money she was sending. He needed money for food, water, medicine, hospital fees, plane tickets. His stories never ended. This guy was either a scammer or the unluckiest man on the planet.
He's extremely lucky, I'll tell you that right now. Between the two options, this nigga is lucky as shit.
They never video chatted, and Sarah is still claiming she was never in love with John. After sending thousands of dollars just in plane tickets, John finally made it on a plane and left Syria. But he was detained in Pennsylvania as soon as he exited the plane.
Once
Hold on, he was in the army in Syria? How many missions do we have in Syria that they're just still just like, you know, chilling and shit? Like, I figure we were like dropping robot bombs and shit over there, you know? Obama.
progressed and John wanted money. I did not originally tell my husband. I kept it
Obviously.
a secret. He knew how to play on my weaknesses.
You're not. The problem is you're obviously very gullible. Like, you're extremely gullible, and you're not extremely like smart. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like this lady. If you told this lady, go into your settings of your phone, I feel like she would have a problem. But I might have to take that back because I do remember seeing her on a whole gaming computer earlier with cat ears. And most people with cat ears know a little bit something about computers. It's for all the time they have to spend on computers versus spending time with other people in real life because they're nerds.
There's that little bit of hope that he's not lying and he's not a piece of shit. And that if I can keep him alive, that maybe he'll find a way to get out of his situation that he's in now. I want to know why the heck our military is treating people like this. He's not being provided like your basic needs.
The military is not treating people the best. Like, it's not the greatest force, anything in the world. I mean, obviously it's the greatest military in the world, but like, as far as how they treat the people who come out of the military, like, I've never heard anybody be like, oh man, the military is like, it always treats its veterans incredibly. You know, there's no veteran homelessness. I mean, obviously we know that's not true. So obviously I'm not gonna like just say the military does everything it can to help people, but I don't think they're doing this. I don't think we could put this on the military. I feel like this is some stuff that you should have just not fell for. And I hate to be that guy, but like, it is what it is.
No, now he's in the United States, and I said, you're close enough, like you're 8 hours away from me. Why don't I take a road trip? I can take a road trip. I can take some time.
Hey, I got time.
I have time off. We can meet
She
somewhere.
said, I got the cats at the house. They chilling, okay? I got like 2 bowls of cat food for each one of them, okay? If they eat it, they eat it. But they won't starve within my 8-hour trip. So I'm going to take 16 hours out of my day. Really, she's probably going to need a whole, like, 2 days. It's like a weekend thing. And she's going to go out there. 8 in, 8 back.
I want him to follow through with what he has promised me, which is, 1, coming to meet me. Because in the beginning, I did want to meet him. I thought it would be nice. I thought it would be
Why? You were fucking married.
cool. And my husband was okay with it at that time. I have nothing to hide.
Really? Sir. Man to man. I gotta tell you something, bro. It ain't looking good. It's looking like it is horrible for you right now, bro. Like, this is some of the most down bad shit I've ever heard in my life. I almost don't want to continue your embarrassment, but you guys have to understand exactly how funny this kind of is right now.
I'm owning my mistake. I'm owning what I did. And I hope that people respect me for that, because I have nothing to hide. I don't feel like I necessarily did anything wrong. I think most of the blame.
You did a couple of things wrong. I almost forgot about the red flag thing. How many are we at now? Like 15?
Lays on this particular person because he was deceitful. Did I love him? No, not in that sense. And at this point, do I still care for him? I care for the person who I originally met, and it's sad to me.
You never met a person.
Sarah cleared out her 401k, maxed out all of her credit cards, and sent her life savings to this man. This has forced her to pick up multiple part-time jobs to be able to survive.
We are struggling way more than we necessarily would have to. And then I think it got to the point where this has definitely sent me into a depression financially. It's ruined us.
The couple are doing everything they can to get back on their feet. Sarah opened up an account on Feet Finder and has...
So now you selling feet pics? You're selling feet pics now? On Feet Finder? There's a website called Feet Finder? Definitely not going to look at that later.
resorted to selling images of her feet to people online to make ends meet.
Oh, I say that was like 14 a month. Was that just for hers or for like anybody's? I mean, again, I don't want to personally know this. So I'm not a feet guy, but you know, I'm sure there's some people in my audience who have questions.
I would try to hustle,
to
like by selling feet pictures and that kind of weird stuff as well. It's not like I'm rolling in dough or anything like that. I'm trying to make a living, and you can sell feet pictures, but and stuff like that. I only sold a couple of those, and then a couple people.
$8 for one set of feet pics? Come on, bro. I don't know about that. I don't know. And unless there's like a penis between these feet here, I don't see why this is $15. You know, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you know, you got a whole website. There's like whole ass websites you can go to that you can get you can probably get better content than this for absolutely free. Like you can, you know, this, all types of stuff, whatever you're into. You know, you want to see black women feet, you want to see white women feet, you want to see some Spanish feet. I know y'all want to see some Asian feet. You know, look at that guy. He likes Asian feet. But you know, you can get it for free. Just go to the hub. You know, just go to the plenty of websites. Go to Google, turn your safe search off, and then just type in this type of stuff here, and you will find it.
Bought me pedicures. I confessed everything to my husband,
and I'm sorry to tell you, I didn't really see the feet, but I can promise there will be better feet than that. She may have amazing feet, but I feel like there's better out there.
I told him how much money I have sent John and everything, and you know, he basically said it's money and we'll deal with it as it comes along.
This nigga. Okay, y'all perfect for each other. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all are fucking perfect for each other.
I just kind of want to know if this person is actually who he says he is.
Not. I'll tell you right now, he is a whole nother person than you think he is.
Always on my mind.
I'll be honest, I lightweight want to meet this nigga now. It's not out of like the hatred or anything. It's more like out of the, like, what are you doing with your life? Teach me, Gary V.
Sarah provided us with a ton of information. She kept all of the receipts for all the gift cards she purchased for John, the checks she wrote, and every cash advance she took on her credit cards. By using the tools on our website, socialcatfish.com, our search specialist team was able to find the true identity of the man in the photos that John was claiming to be. Sarah and her husband were waiting patiently to find out if John was lying about.
They could have saved about $249,000. Probably like, even more. I guarantee that service probably costs $20. That that service there, probably at best maybe it's 50. I don't know. They may have a year membership. Maybe it's hitting them into the hundreds, like one something. I guarantee you, whatever they just used to find out who this dude really is did not cost $250,000. I guarantee you it didn't even cost $1,000. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you gave this dude that much money? Wow.
Who he truly was. After a few days of digging into everything, we felt that we had all the information to give clarity to Sarah and John. We sat down with Sarah first to get more insight on her relationship with John.
Just so you know, like, Brianne and I are married. We own this business together. We've been out and, like, there's guys that will give her attention, or even, I know you guys in the YouTube comments always leaving comments for her, but I laugh at it. For me, it's like not that big of a deal within boundaries.
Guys, like, again, I've been married before. Like, when you have an attractive wife, people are going to try to flirt with her. That's just a thing. Now, what she does is, that's kind of like what she does with that is kind of like a thing where it's like either y'all have a good relationship or you don't. Because if y'all have a good relationship, she's not going to do anything with it. It's just going to be like, oh, I got a compliment. It's really nice. I'm going to get a better one from my husband later. Now, if you guys have problems, she's loving those compliments. Those are like the best compliments she's ever had. Sorry to tell you this, bro, but she gave this nigga $250,000. Y'all have problem. Y'all got some deep rooted issues in your relationship that therapy. Speaking of someone, not putting this on YouTube would probably help.
Right? Or still showing somewhat respect. But like when you open yourself up to like having somebody tell you you're beautiful all the time in these long conversations, do you think that like, feelings start to evolve over that time because, that those words are being traded, all the time?
Did I care about him? Yes. Was I hoping to meet him in person? Yes. Did I have feelings for him that I probably shouldn't have? Yes. Do I still have them?
Yes.
No.
Nah. That's a lie.
I don't think so. Because of everything that he's done. But it's very difficult to admit to yourself that you got played by somebody and that somebody is that cruel to do that to another human being. And I probably liked him. I liked the attention that he gave me. And I figured if I continued to do the things that he asked me to do and continued to talk to him, that he would continue to give me that praise. And do
you guys see the red flag here?
Kind of like an addiction, I guess, is how you view it.
Do you guys see the problem?
We wanted to give Sarah the time to talk about her relationship with John. From how she described it, it seemed that there was intimacy involved, but her husband was okay with it. Brian then sat down with us to give his perspective on the situation, and this is what he had to say.
Hey, Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Obviously, we spoke to Sarah. This has been going on for a few years. Walk us through, what's been going on.
Thank you. I would love to hear Brian's part of this.
I just see it as it's just another day. It's just more of the usual.
So up until this point, you still don't know the full story or the
Tell us.
details.
Yeah, I don't know anything about John. I didn't even know his name until the other day. The only thing she really told me is that she was scammed out of about $60,000, and it was all investments that she lost.
There may have.
That's like 5 red flags by itself right there. Did she or did she not say he was cool with this the whole time? Now we come to find out this nigga has no clue about this nigga. He don't even know what his name was. He figured out his name a few days ago. He figured out his name a few days ago. He probably never saw the photo. He probably never saw these DMs. He figured out the name a few days ago.
Have been losses more than 60,000.
Okay.
I'm just being honest with you.
She's super quirky. Not like the other girls.
Right. Yeah, that's fine. The only thing I wanted to do when she told me was I just wanted to support her any way I could because I knew she was in a really bad place.
When she continued to talk to him, like, how did that make you feel?
Honestly, I didn't know about that until today.
Your guys'
Bro.
relationship, your guys' relationship, but our goal is to help you guys
Bro.
out, to bring closure. Sounds like you're incredibly supportive, which is, how you keep a marriage going, right?
Fuck. Pray for him, guys. Pray for my guy here. He's not my guy, and I don't know him like that. But this man, not this guy. He seems cool. That last guy needs help. Okay. Oh my God. Pray that this house don't get shot up. But this ain't Ohio, is it? I gotta hope, because you know what? Too much shit is always happening, and Ohio's getting blamed for it. And I'm gonna be honest, we are not Florida. And I keep trying to tell people we aren't Florida, but then I'll be seeing people like this, and my first thought is, I hope he's not from Ohio. It makes me think we kind of are like Florida.
Wanted to talk to each of them individually to make sure that we weren't surprising anyone about the information that we were going over. Brian didn't seem to know about a lot of the details between Sarah and John. To be honest, it didn't seem like he wanted to know. But he did want to support his wife, whether John was real or not. We brought them together, and it was time to let them know what we had found.
Oh yeah, he didn't want to hear about how his wife was getting, she wasn't getting her cheeks blown out, but she wanted to get her back blown out by this guy so freaking bad. She's obsessed with penises. I guarantee you he sent her so many penis pictures. She was loving them. He probably sent so many penis pictures.
We did happen to find the real person in the image. The real man in the image, his name is Anthony Tingle.
He's not a celebrity or anybody that you guys would know, but he is somebody that has his image stolen all the time.
It turns out that John was lying about
Do you think she asked for the penis pictures before, or do you think he just sent them to her like, hey, here you go? Like, I guarantee you this I love penises thing came up. Hey. Guys, ladies, anybody out there, sending penis pictures is a very, very interesting thing to do. Having a chick ask you for a penis picture is the top tier. Because when you send it to her, and then obviously you guys, you're either going to stop talking or you're going to still keep talking. Once you send it to her and then you guys keep talking, it's a great sign. I'll say that.
he said he was. These images were stolen from a man by the name of Anthony. This man has nothing to do with this scam.
The point of that was to not just randomly give other people penis pictures, is to wait for them to ask for them. That's the proper thing to do. You know, if you're raised in the proper household, you know, you're going to wait for the person to request the penis pictures before you send them.
He's a regular guy, and whoever was behind this profile using the alias John stole all of this innocent man's photos off of his social media profile. Unfortunately,
hey, there's always an innocent victim, you know?
John does not exist,
he was the innocent
and this
victim.
whole thing was a romance scam.
That makes me feel better to know that I have a name now, and I know that this person is using his image. So that makes me feel better.
He's a victim too.
Yeah.
She's going to try to talk to the real guy, and he knows it. You can look on his face right now. He's like, fuck. Why couldn't it have just been the guy and he not being interested for real? Because now it's another guy, and this real guy with the real photos, you just told her the information. Now she's about to go look for him. About to have a little, oh my God, I thought I was talking to you this whole time. Maybe we should start talking now. Okay, lady. Red flag number 20. I don't know where we're at right now, but I have a feeling we're somewhere in the 20 to 30 mark.
Because he's a victim. Yes.
What are things looking like for you guys? Like
You a victim,
how
bruh.
are you guys seeing things moving
You
forward?
a victim.
I know I've learned my lesson, and I will never be doing
not looking
anything
good.
like this ever again. I can only hope that it'll make us stronger.
Look at his face. Look at that face. If somebody is given that face, that means that they are thinking about something very hard. This is like I'm thinking about how life is about to be type of look on his face. And he looks like life is about to give him a very, very tough choice right now. I want to make sure these people are both. Are the cats alive?
Feels stupid.
It's just money.
I know, but
Is there anything that you want to say to Brian?
You are.
no, just that I love him and that I am super glad that he's willing
Fucking
to stand
simp.
by me through the worst thing that I've ever done, and that I will probably, hopefully, ever do, and that he's here to help me through it, and that he's been my rock the whole time. I mean, I would not be here if it wasn't for him.
Like I said, I'm here to support you any way I can.
I know.
And it's just money. I don't care if it's $50,000, $100,000, $200,000. I don't care. It's just money.
Do you guys think he's a cuck? Do you think he's ever did some cuckolding? You know? You think they ever just invited a couple of black dudes over there, and he was just like, guys, do you want the camera or do you want it off camera? Can I put this on my personal website, or do you guys not like being recorded? He's giving me some real cuck energy. And I'm not, no, you know what? I'm going to get off this topic before this turns into a story time or something. And I'm not trying to do that right now. Obviously not me in the cucking situation. That wouldn't happen. But yeah,
He's my soulmate. He's my better half, and everything. So I can't imagine my life without him.
Oh, he's the part of you that's slightly smarter, who doesn't do dumbass shit like this. Okay.
So that's where I'm at.
We took the next steps and looked into all the crypto wallets a few days later.
1 week later.
So, now that things have kind of died down and you've got time to think about some of the stuff that we went through, where are you at?
I'm just ready for it to be done. I'm ready to cut off all contact with him now. Hopefully.
We looked into all of Sarah's financial
it.
information. She sent over $250,000 just in Bitcoin to John. So here's how it worked. Sarah first exhausted all of her accounts, savings and 401k, along with her credit cards. She would buy gift cards and send the codes to John on the back of the cards. John would receive the code and sell the gift cards on websites like Paxful. All you need to do is have the code that was on the back of that gift card, and the website will buy your gift card for around 80 cents on the dollar. She would then receive money from other people from around the world that John was also scamming. Next, she'd take that money that she received and put it into Cash App. They have a feature in which you can turn your cash into Bitcoin. That's when she would send all of the funds to John's Bitcoin wallet.
We were able to put a really nice crypto.
Bro, I'm sorry. Did everyone write that down? I want to make sure my entire audience got that. I want to make sure, just in case, I'm not telling you to go scam people. I am telling you there's people out there who's just giving out $250,000. And obviously it takes like 2 minutes to figure out how.
Graph together for you. I will
Don't scam people, okay?
have to admit this is one of the largest
Don't
reports
do it.
we have ever created for anyone.
Scam anyone.
A few of the accounts
Do not get
were actually labeled
$250,000
investment
off
scam.
of
And
this
what
lady.
that tells me is these accounts have already been flagged.
And then we spent some time going through the list of people that you either sent or received money from. We were able to pull all of their Facebooks, all of their phone numbers. What we found were a bunch of normal people.
So they thought they were just sending it to me, not that I was sending it on to somebody else.
Wow.
Unfortunately, these people are victims just like you.
Luckily, it's quite possible for us to be able to trace who is behind these crypto wallets.
Let's figure out who this
we
guy
have
is.
also reached out to
I
all
need
of
to
the
see
other
this
people
guy.
who sent
I
money
need
to
to
Sarah,
see
so
what
we
this
can
guy
hopefully
looks like.
get more
I need to
answers
see him
on why
in
they were
person.
sending her money.
I got
As
some
far as
questions
you
to
being
ask
online,
myself.
has this been a lesson for you?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Excuse
Yeah.
me.
Not doing this anymore.
Okay.
Sarah,
Okay,
I know
lady.
you like being on the internet.
She's never
you
gonna do
like
this
making
again.
friends. For yourself,
Never gonna
just
do this
stay
again.
safe.
I learned my lesson. We will not be sending anybody money unless it's somebody like physically, like I'm delivering it to them and I know who they are and they're
Lady.
super close friends with me,
She hasn't learned a goddamn thing yet.
or they're actually a family member of mine and I am hand delivering it to them. I will never do this ever
She hasn't
again.
learned anything.
This whole situation, where does this leave you and your marriage with your husband?
We've talked obviously about all of this, and right now Brian
Obviously, they've
is
talked.
pretty cool about everything. He's
Obviously, they've talked, right? I mean, it's not like this nigga just really found out who this dude was like 2 weeks ago or anything. Like, it's been 1 week since the last time they were in the house, and he found out who this guy really was a week before that. So obviously they've talked. They've had a lot of conversations about this.
still in it for the long haul, just like I am. So
I mean, to be honest, I think you're lucky to have him for sure.
I know I am. I'm not blinded by that by any means. I know I am extremely lucky to have him, and that he's stood by my side through all of this. I just now need to work on myself and figure out why I did the things that I did, why I let him manipulate me and everything the way
Because
that he
you're
did,
easily
and why
malleable.
I let
You
myself.
are a very gullible lady. Like, you're like a kid, You're easily scammed.
Go like that. I have no idea.
We all make mistakes. We do want to say that we appreciate you for opening up about your story and just being so transparent about your life with your husband. Hopefully someone out there is, that's going through something similar as you, is able to watch this video and see your story, and they're able to pull themselves out of their situation.
Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope.
Sarah blocked John after this interview. She filed a police report the following day, and we are submitting a KYC request. There's a high chance that we are able to go after the people that scammed her out of money. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Remember,
gosh, that was actually an incredible video by Scamfish. Or social catfish, scam. I don't know, guys. You figure out a name. I like them both. But yeah, lesson learned. If you learned anything from this video, like if you learned a lesson that was like, oh man, I'm in a similar situation and I should stop, I will tell you right now, you should stop. Also, you are dumb. This is more reason why you should stop, but I want you to know, if you are involved in anything similar to this, what we just witnessed, you are dumb. But I love you. I want you to do better, but you have to realize where you came from before you can go to where you're getting to. You came from a very dumb place. But with that being said, guys, this was about an hour long. I'm sure my editor's gonna love editing this down. Editor, give us a quick word.
Yeah.